Gang, gang. Welcome to another episode of CO Uncut. I'm your host, Barack Obama, aka Siwa Obama, Uncle Paskim Deuce. Sorry, I can't do the thing. Something happened to my hand. I don't know what it is, but it hurts. So, Jay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hilltop J, aka No Camera J, aka Parks J, I guess. Would I be Parks?
Yeah,
I guess I'm Parks now.
Parks be on the podcast. He just don't be seen.
Yeah, I aspire to be like Parks, so I just got to get married.
Ooh, facts.
We're working on
I
it.
can't wait to be the best woman.
You already know the vibe.
It's so fitting for me, the best woman at the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like it just flows. All right, and we have Shirley put in her PTO. It was not approved, but she told us to prepare the others. So
and we did.
The others are here. And we have another guest in the building. Was this your second time? Third time? This your third?
I think third.
Third? Look at that.
Look at my boy.
Three-peat.
Oh, you're not gonna introduce yourself.
You're the first guest to come 3 times.
I was waiting. I was giving her a chance to do the whole like.
Oh yeah, because he's got the People Chest podcast. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
I'm ready.
Oh, he frozen, bro. He frozen in the smile.
Damn, he got canceled.
Wow,
That's sick.
he's not gonna let him live.
I was so ready too.
It's crazy how Apple allowed him to FaceTime and then they froze him like that. That's mad disrespectful.
That's kind of fitting though.
Oh,
that sounds like something Apple would do.
What's good?
There you go. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Reggie Daes. That was weird. But yeah, podcaster. A lot of other things that I don't feel like naming.
Podcaster.
Podcaster.
Or the people's champ of podcasting.
That's all I do right now, man. I'm just a podcaster, dog.
He didn't do his. You gotta do your tagline. When I go to other people's podcasts, I'll be like, "Hey guys, I'm Barack Obama, aka Siwa Obama, Uncle Paskim Deuce."
I didn't want to be all super formal. I thought I was a friend of the show. Now I didn't know I had to do that.
But for the new listeners, for them to go listen to the past ones, they gotta hear your tagline. They gotta recognize.
You're right. What's happening? I go by the name of Reggie Daes, and I am the People's Champion podcast, the uncensored underdog.
You goddamn right. Friends of the show gotta stay on brand. What are you doing?
Gotcha.
Do you have a mic?
Yes.
Man, now I'm about to get a mic.
I do too.
Must be nice.
Well, I don't have a ring light, so if that
thanks.
makes you feel better.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start with current events. Whew, my arms hurt. All right, so current events. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was not paying attention to shit that was going on for the past couple of weeks. But we see, so current events. So Jasmine Sullivan said, if his dick bad, it don't count. That makes sense. I feel like that's more of a statement than current events. That's more of a statement. So next topic, right?
Wait, bad dick can't get you pregnant?
Yeah, but it still don't count.
How?
So at that point, you still a virgin, even though you got pregnant by bad dick.
Yeah.
Question: if he had bad dick, does that mean that you can't ask him for child support? Because technically, he never slept with you because it didn't happen, because it don't count.
Are we just swinging for the fences already?
To become
5 minutes in, I
If
like
you want
it.
to be technical, he ain't got no money to get child support, so you really gotta kill him. But yeah.
Why? Wait. How did poor sexual performance equate to the death penalty?
Murder?
It's not murder if he doesn't exist.
So poor sexual
man.
You don't exist.
Well, first of all, ladies, if the ladies listening, listen.
So that means nobody has bad dick.
You get your period every month. And so the dick touches your uterus, but that uterus sheds every month. So technically, every month you are a virgin again. So
You know what I've
let
realized?
these niggas tell you what.
I've realized that we've had more women-centric episodes the past couple of episodes, and so this is the first one where you've been outnumbered in a couple, and so now you're just swinging for the fences. You're not even trying to make sense, huh?
What are you talking about? But you guys are my best friends, so you guys get where I'm coming from, though.
I think it counts, frankly.
I don't think it counts. Bad dick doesn't count. It don't count. Because first of all, if the dick is bad, you're not even gonna remember. So like when you're doing your count, you're not gonna remember it. I be forgetting all the time.
Opens up more problems though.
Huh?
Like making it not count means that you have more problems now. Because now it's like if it don't count. Only counts.
I guess okay, let's compromise here. It counts if he got you pregnant and you keep the baby.
So technically,
because now there's proof.
Only baby daddies can have bad dick then.
Because I've definitely heard of women in their group chats laughing at like previous experiences with bad dicks. So does that mean they're just making up those stories? Or
first of all, who are these women who are allowing you into the group chat? Because first of all, they need to be banned. We need to cancel. They need to be canceled. So first of all, they need to be canceled. And it's probably a prop. They probably faked a group chat for you to allow you to think that you were in a group chat, because there's no way. There's no way. Nah, bro.
Stay woke.
You shouldn't be in a group chat. You shouldn't have seen it. So.
Well, on that note, shout out to current events.
Well, we compromised. It's only if you kept the baby. The dick could have been bad.
I don't know anything about bad dick or giving bad dick, so I guess whatever floats y'all boat.
My
dog. Y'all hear that, ladies?
Hey, I ain't even for the lie. Whatever come out.
Selling dick on the podcast.
You gonna get what you gonna get, baby.
We going back to the old days.
No.
Podcast. That's what I'm talking about.
You see how things get out of hand?
We missed you. We missed you out here, Jay.
Relax. Just breathe. Just breathe.
So London on the Tracks, baby mamas were all fighting with each other.
Ghetto.
Talking about
y'all know what's going on, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I see a bunch of posts, but I don't think I care about the baby.
When it stops having to do with the music, I'm gone.
Yeah, pretty much. So, baby mama's this, baby mama's that. What else happened this week? Did anything happen this week?
Is this post Drake? When did Drake drop?
Oh,
are we already over that?
Yes.
I thought you were going to start with that.
We talked about it We did talk about it last week. But
Drake. It's worth talking about twice.
I think that's when he dropped. I think it was like the day he dropped or something like that. Because then apparently he beat Kanye's release in 12 hours. Like, he got the most streams in the world in 12 hours, and the day wasn't even done yet.
Yeah.
It's lit. I still haven't listened to Donda. I don't even think I want to listen to it. I ain't gonna lie to you. It didn't sound very appealing. And it didn't say that in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say that in the Bible.
That's why this whole contest between them has been kind of weird, because it's like y'all don't even exist in the same world.
Yeah, so they don't make the same kind of music. They don't aim for the same thing. So it was a weird competition to me, because I'm like, no matter what, even if both of y'all put the best album out that you put in your whole career, there's no way for us to really compare these two things that have nothing to do with each other. Like,
which even with Kanye and 50, when that happened, I feel like
that made more sense though.
That made more sense because the numbers had more validity. because at that point,
Well,
it's kind
not
of like
just that, but Ye was still doing secular music.
he's still doing secular. Stop.
At this point, I'm saying, at this
Stop.
point, he's refusing to put people's verses that have curse words on his album. Like, what are we even doing anymore? Like at that point,
The same man that was the same man that was rapping to y'all. What?
There's no dirty version. No, Soulja Boy just gave a bad verse. That shit was just garbage. But like other, yeah. It was a terrible verse. It was garbage.
If Reggie says it was trash, it was trash.
But listen, Big Draco don't miss.
Nah, he missed.
He misses a lot. What are you talking about?
He misses. He's the first rapper to miss that much.
He's the first. You can't say that. Big young Draco killed it.
Y'all really believe what you really believe that though, Reggie? What? This is the same man that was talking about bleached assholes a couple projects ago.
Well, remember at that point he wasn't.
That same following is still with him though.
But he can change
that line from the bleached assholes line. That's from the Life of Pablo. Life of Pablo. He wasn't making gospel music yet. He didn't do the Sunday service thing. He didn't do none of that.
But I'm saying it's the same following though. Like Kanye fans are Kanye fans.
But I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about him. I'm saying he's putting out music where he's not even putting out a dirty version. Like remember the whole situation with the Andre 3000 leaked verse, right? I'm assuming that's on y'all list, right? Topic.
Ciroc doesn't care about music.
It didn't say that in the Bible.
Andre 3000 gave him probably one of the best verses we probably have heard in years, right? But Ye couldn't put it on the project because of two reasons. One, the whole project is supposed to be clean. So you can't like either the curse words are going to be blanked out or they're going to be removed and you need to re-say your verse without the curses, one or the other. The problem is with Andre 3000's verse, if you were to like blank out the curse words or blank out the suggestive things that he was saying as far as like the metaphors he was going, it would remove the meaning of the verse. So the verse would be pointless at that point. Now, mind you, this is an Andre verse. Anybody in the world would stop what they're doing for an Andre verse. He was willing to put that to the side just to make sure that his album came out clean and there was no dirty version. I can't look at that and then compare that to the nigga who's dropping Way Too Sexy. I'm sorry, like I just my brain don't.
Too sexy for your girl, too sexy for the world. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I was thinking about that the other day. There are definitely people in the world. I think there are way more people in the world that are like Ciroc and I guess me to a lesser extent that haven't unpacked this whole Donda project, but we've heard the entire Drake project because it's not just about the music, it's literally conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake's project is going to be a topic of conversation for the next couple of weeks versus Kanye just maybe being a more experimental or a more just straightforward artist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Donda is Basquiat and Drake is Instagram.
Facts. That's hey.
We have different palettes. Like for those who are in it for the artistry of it all and kind of digging a little bit deeper into certain things, they're going to go to a Basquiat exhibit versus those who are just going to be satisfied by scrolling through the gram. It's just different palettes. It's different world.
You trying to say I ain't classy? Listen, the Drake album was fire. I didn't listen to the Donda because Kanye lately just hasn't been my cup of tea. And from the chants that I heard, didn't make me want to go listen to it. Yeah, I ain't seen nothing that drew me to it other than people talking, but people talking is not what's gonna make me listen to it. The only way I'd probably listen to it if Spotify probably suggested something to me, but based on the playlist that I've listened to, it hasn't even suggested it to me. It didn't even suggest the album to me.
Why you're not listening to it? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, okay, have y'all ever been to a fashion show? You know how there's different things that happen at the fashion show. Like the designer will have streetwear, they'll have bathing suits, they'll have things like that. But then they'll have those pieces in the fashion show where like you'll see a lady walking and it looks like a fucking gigantic swan like wrapped around her body with a fucking cone head or some shit like that. Like there's certain things that are considered avant-garde and then there's things that are practical. Drake makes practical music. Kanye makes avant-garde music. There's just different shit.
But I don't like your analogy, like with the Basquiat and stuff. I feel like Drake is Basquiat, and Kanye would probably be some other probably high artists that we don't know their names. So only those people that were looking for that specific artist is gonna find them, or if they happen to be in the museum and they'll see it, oh, okay, cool. But if anything, Drake is a bigger name than Kanye right now, so it's not. Kanye's not Basquiat.
Kanye is definitely Basquiat, but we're not attacking.
That was a terrible.
I don't like how
I'm letting it ride.
Don't feel bad, Mama.
No, you feel bad.
Oh.
Anyways, let's get into the topic now since we don't have anything. Is there any other current events that we're missing? Was anything?
That being said, just for the record, I do enjoy this beef, and I want it to continue. I like when rich people are acting ratchet.
I liked it better when it was Pusha, because Pusha was gonna rap back. Like I don't like this version of the beef, this Cold War shit of let me release records and let you release records, and we just releasing shit behind each other back. Like that shit is weird. Unless you're gonna rap at each other, then it's boring. It's just people like Instagram and shit about each other. Like it's just stupid.
So you want to see a fight? Look at you, you instigator. You don't want to see unity. You don't want to see them get back together. You want to see people fight. Look at you.
Hey man,
Ciroc.
I'm still waiting on Surgical Summer.
Before we get off this topic, though, I have a question for Ciroc, since she's really good at canceling people. Were you one of the ones that were canceling Drake for the R. Kelly situation?
Oh, because he had R. Kelly on the album?
He didn't have R. Kelly on the album.
Or something?
He had to clear something with R. Kelly because I guess there was audio in the background of an audio clip that he used on one of the songs, and R. Kelly got credit on it.
Interesting.
One of the better records on the project too, so it was very awkward.
I saw the headline. I didn't even really read into it. Damn. No, I don't think I'm gonna cancel him for that. I don't think I'm gonna.
I don't know, man. My mind was telling me no, so I was just.
Now you getting canceled. Look at this.
Hey, I love. Hey, he's back.
No ass.
He's back.
But no,
Reggie Daes.
I think canceling people for no reason don't make sense. Like he used a sample. Ooh, my God. Like
yeah,
no,
but
I
it wasn't even
out.
like he sampled. It was, you said there was an audio in the back, so it wasn't even like he sampled the song or anything like that. So
people still mad though.
I mean, of course, because people think that everything is black and white, and everything is not black and white, and so you can pick and choose. Like, I feel like humans are hypocritical. So why you guys keep trying to make shit black and white? Like, oh, if you're this way, then you need to stay this way. Like, no. Like, you can, based on the situation, you can lean this way and you can lean that way. You know what I'm saying? But
I always said this because we know the statistics as far as how many women deal with things like sexual assault and battery and things of that nature and never speak up, and the amount of women that are victims. And we also know approximately, because of how many victims there are, how many perpetrators there would need to be. So that means 9 times out of 10, majority of the people that are pushing this cancel culture are molesters themselves. That's the crazy part about a lot of, like, when you really start getting into the logic behind a lot of like cancel culture shit. Like, if there's more than, I'm gonna say, if there's a room of more than 2,000 people in any one thing, 9 times out of 10, somebody in the murder.
You're gonna have to run that back. You was going in and out. He frozen again. He frozen again. The molesters is not gonna let him win.
Right. I think they're hacking his. They knew he was gonna be on one this episode.
Well, before he gets back, he just pulled out a current event. Did you hear the Texas governor? So they got rid of abortions, right? For after 6 weeks, and then they said, well, you know, what, like, why would you do that or whatever? And he went on a news thing and he started talking about he said, "Oh, we're gonna give women 6 weeks, but the way that we can cut down on the need for, because of the rapists and stuff like that, like, some people want to get abortions because they've been raped or sexually assaulted or whatever the case is." And he said, "Well, I'm gonna do my best to put them all in jail."
Nah, that's some fuck shit. Hang on. Put a pin in that. Nah, that's some fuck shit.
You don't need an abortion because all the rapists will be in jail.
He sound like a rapist, but let's Reggie, get your point off first, and then we gonna come to that.
Vote for him.
You're wild.
My bad, y'all. I guess the connection's going in and out. Can y'all see me clear?
Yeah.
Very clear. Your beard is very full.
But no, all I was saying was that, like, by logic, once you have over a certain amount of people in the room, most of those people are going to fall into, like, the statistics. If we're talking about, let's say, 35% of men between the ages of X and Y have done this thing or whatever, all these different things. If you have 50, 60, 70,000 people, or in the case of, like, people like the baby, right? Millions of people canceling you, or like R. Kelly, millions of people canceling you. Millions of people trying to point the finger at different people, nitpick. Oh my God, you're still listening to R. Kelly? You're a bad person just like him. 9 times out of 10, a lot of those people that are pointing the finger probably have committed either the same or worse than the nigga that we're all like.
Oh, they're not letting him live. Listen, the government trying to cancel your ass. I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi or...
Shit is just weird when you really think about it.
Yeah. Are you on your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Reggie?
You think I should go Ethernet?
Maybe a little bit, because the government is trying to cancel you. Maybe it's what you call it? Who's the CEO of Apple now? Because now you could FaceTime and all of a sudden your phone acting up, like, it's crazy.
Shout out to
I'm not on my phone. I'm on my laptop.
Oh, even worse.
Even worse. You're making too much sense. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
That's some ignorant shit.
Yeah, they trying to get your ass alive.
I'm gonna log off and log back.
This governor is fucking ridiculous. The governor is fucking ridiculous. So he is going to make sure all of the rapists are in jail, and that's how he is going to combat you guys needing abortion after 6 weeks, which doesn't even make any sense, because you wouldn't even know if you're pregnant until probably about 6 weeks, and then you gotta run to the fucking Planned Parenthood or whatever the case is, and still pay full price and all that shit. Like, that's ridiculous.
So now it's back to the age-old question: which place is better / worse, Texas or Florida?
Ooh, what's the abortion laws in Florida?
I mean, they're not illegal here yet. We just kind of monkey see, monkey do stuff, though. So
what you call everybody, like, all these politicians, they doing this shit on purpose, because I remember that there was it was a governor of something, and he was pro-life, and he was telling everybody, "Oh no, you shouldn't get an abortion, da 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 da, it's a crime, it's a sin, da 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 da." And then, like, a month ago, he had his mistress have an abortion. Like, nigga, what? Like, it don't make no sense. And I feel like they do that shit all the time. Like, the politicians, they doing that shit on purpose, because they know if they need an abortion can be had.
it's just to get votes. Really,
I don't even know how motherfuckers is getting votes. People should get vote for you minding your own damn business. If it ain't your abortion, why you worried about my abortion? Like, mind your fucking business. I feel like that's somebody in politics should run off that. I'm gonna mind my fucking business and you mind yours. That'd be a good, like,
that'd be an excellent campaign.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be out here in a t-shirt.
Did you hear about that? My mom was saying something about Trump about to be president again. They're about to get rid of Biden or some shit.
Probably, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Biden was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna die too. That's why I was like, technically, we're voting for Kamala. So Kamala is not gonna be president.
No, we ain't do that. I don't know what we did, but we definitely didn't vote for Kamala.
I don't know, man. And then I heard Biden got rid of billions of student loans, and I still got mine. So I was like, I went to go find out what the fuck it was. Apparently, ITT Tech or one of those technical schools lost their accreditation, so everybody who got a degree from them, it doesn't count anymore. So he bailed those people out.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, but I went to a public institution and I'm not using my degree. I should be able to take my shit out too, just because I ain't go to ITT Tech. Reggie, if we went to ITT Tech, you know, our student loans would have been forgiven.
For what? How?
Apparently, they lost one of those schools. I don't know if it's ITT Tech for sure, but one of
Shout
those.
out to ITT Tech.
One of those.
Is that
schools,
what we should be shouting out?
One of those, yeah, one of those schools lost their accreditation or something, and so their degrees don't mean nothing no more. And Biden got rid of those student loans, not ours that we went to a public institution, a public university.
So none of the debt, but you know, if you lost your degree, you know, don't worry, we got you.
I will say this.
America's ghetto.
Mine is lost. I don't use it.
I will say this: it would suck to have student loan debt from a school that don't count.
It sucks. I'm gonna tell you from personal experience that it sucks having a degree that you're not using anyways. And
Which
you
is
still
most
gotta
people.
pay.
Most people.
You know what I'm saying? So it would be great. It would be great, Joe Biden, if you could wake up and take care of my student loans. Cause that'd be great.
So is that gonna make you vote for Biden again?
Huh.
Okay.
So next topic.
Hey, my vote is for sale. I don't give a fuck.
Your vote's supposed to be for sale. We ain't loyal to
But
these
you gotta
names.
pay me directly because I don't give a fuck if you my neighborhood. Nah, I'm cool. Fuck my
Cash App,
neighborhood. You know what
Zelle,
I'm saying? Cash App, Zelle, PayPal.
That's real.
cash, like actual cash, like an
Hey,
envelope.
You know, I'll take a check.
That's how you know Joe. Anyway, we're not gonna clown on Joe this whole episode, but was it him or who was giving away money? Who was giving away checks?
Giving away
Who's
checks.
giving away checks? That was Trump.
That was Trump, right?
You talking about the signatures on the checks?
No, I'm talking about like the stimulus, like the money. It was giving out money.
Yeah, that was Trump.
So if I come in after the guy,
No. They
You
had
talking about who
to
was
vote
signing
for
it?
it. They had to vote for it, but then it was taking forever because Trump wanted to make sure he signed every one of them checks.
shout out to him. I ain't even mad at that.
He wanted you to know where the money was coming from.
I'm not mad at him. That's how you win a campaign.
I still ain't
You
get
know.
my second stimulus.
I didn't
Still
get it for
now?
my first one.
Yeah, I had to call the IRS again.
That's crazy.
I had to call the IRS
You got
again.
robbed.
But yeah, you shouldn't be losing. If you're Biden, you shouldn't be losing after the guy that was giving away checks. He gave you the playbook. Just run the play.
I thought we were gonna get another stimulus. I thought we were gonna get another one.
Hell no. I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
I need an essential worker stimulus, and I'm not gonna stop until I get it because I worked this whole fucking pandemic. At least, like, you know, they were giving fucking nurses student loan forgiveness and giving nurses stuff or whatever. I feel you. They're on the front line, but I had to wake
I was
up.
gonna say that's the real front line.
Right.
But I had to
Like,
wake up.
what are you about to say
I had
about
to
nurses?
Wake up at 8 a.m. every morning, and I didn't get no break. And y'all shut the fucking whole city down for months, and I couldn't go and party or do shit. And I still had to wake up at 8 and still had to leave at 5. I feel you. They get student loan forgiveness and all that stuff, but I need a little something too. I tweeted the government to shut down my dealership, and he ignored it. I tweeted him, but he ignored me. So I don't know. I need a little something too. Or fuck this next pandemic.
Next pandemic.
Next pandemic.
Shout out to
Yo,
the
what do you know that I don't know?
shout out to the next
We
pandemic.
It's about
Out of
to
this.
happen. It's about to happen in a couple. They already
It's
told
about
us.
to happen. We still in the same one.
No, it's another one. It's another one. They about to shut it down again. That's the second pandemic. All right. Let's get into the topic. So I was thinking, right? Because I have a lot of I had a friend of mine who was having trouble like dating, right? So he's like, man, I'm talking to this girl. She got a neck tattoo. Like, this shit don't make no sense. And another girl, I started talking to her, and she started rolling up right then and there. I was talking to another girl, and he was going in, right? And then he was like, man, I don't know why they just can't be like my best friend. My best friend, she's entrepreneur. You know, she's going to school. Like, she's getting her shit together. Like, she makes sure that she go to work so she can do this and she can do that, right? So I'm sitting here, and he complains often, but always comparing the girls to his best friend. So I was like, what? I was thinking about, like, what would you guys do if you guys started to like your best friend? Because I told him, I was like, my advice was like, yo, why don't you just, tell her, or maybe like, try to kind of, slide out, I guess, the friend zone or whatever. But he was like, no, but that's like my best friend. I don't want to
Reggie.
like fuck anything up and this, that, and the other and all that stuff.
Reggie, you want to take this?
Why y'all shaking your heads?
That nigga is a criminal. First of all,
Criminal.
First of all, let's get this straight. If you are friends, like real friends, like actual, not like, oh, she doesn't want to let me fuck, so we're friends now. Like, I mean, like actual friends. Like, not the fake friends, but real friends. You can't cross that line. That's the first thing. You just can't do that. You can't do that. But how do you know that he actually likes the friend and doesn't just want the positive qualities that makes her a good person in the people that he's going to see?
I don't know. Truthfully, I don't.
Because think about it. If somebody's like your friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you love the fact that they are, wow, this person is a good listener. They're emotionally intelligent. They are always looking out for you and your emotional well-being. Now, if you're upset that the men that you date don't have that quality, that doesn't mean that naturally you just should be with this person. That just means that your friend embodies those things that you want. Like, these are just positive attributes that you want in a mate.
Okay. But if those are positive qualities that you want in a mate, and you've already found somebody with those qualities,
there's 7 billion people on the planet. Just like me, like, just because I found somebody who knows how to listen doesn't mean, well, gotta marry this bitch now. Like, that's not really how it works.
why not?
That's some wild shit.
I don't know. I feel like, but like, let's say he is falling for his best friend. He still shouldn't cross that line and just let it be.
So you think he just doesn't know that he's falling? You think he's falling without being aware that he's falling for it?
I don't know the actual. I just know, like, I was thinking about this as he continues to tell me the same thing over and over again. Why they can't be like my friend? 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 So I started thinking about it. I was like, because we did talk about it the other way, like if you have a friend in the friend zone or whatever, but we never talked about it the other way around. So, like, if you liked your best friend, how would you go about that?
I guess so if this is like, I really do have feelings for this person who happens to be in that best friend position, it depends on, you got to know this person enough to know how to communicate with them. So you would know how they would prefer to be approached, as in with a difficult situation. Like, yo, this is what's going through my head. This is what I'm thinking about right now. I'm blase skip. You just gotta say it in a way that you don't freak the person out and you don't make them mad, uncomfortable, and fuck everything up.
And even if you cross every T and dot every I, it might still be uncomfortable, and you might still fuck up.
Oh, it's still gonna be uncomfortable. That's an uncomfortable conversation.
You know.
So y'all would go for it.
If I actually do have those feelings, then yeah, I mean, you only live once, buddy.
And if I'm willing to take that risk, I might just be happy not taking that risk. That's an unnecessary risk.
But then again, are you really quote unquote in love with this person if you're not willing to take that risk?
No, that's what I'm saying. If I value my feelings for you over this status quo that we've worked out, then yeah. And then by that point, I'm come to terms with it. Like, all right, if this burns to the ground, like, rest in peace to this. But you know,
this burns to the ground.
Nah, for real. That's the way I'm thinking about it. This shit is gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, you might lose this game, but I'm gonna put the shot up and see if it goes in.
See, why are y'all so negative? Like, what if he actually, like, they actually are like soulmates or something?
You know,
Then
it's crazy.
good.
Even if they are, here's the thing that if we're gonna be honest about how this works.
That's why this is so negative, by the way. It's because we're being honest. But go ahead, Reggie.
Right. Once a person gets used to the status quo, and once a person gets used to the idea of you being something, whatever that something is, that's kind of where you get settled. Your worst nightmare when you are a guy who's dealing with a woman, everything moving in a positive direction is leaning towards her being comfortable. Everything moving in a negative direction is leaning towards things that make her uncomfortable. The things that make her comfortable in this particular case are a lot of the concrete things in your relationship, i.e. your positioning, the fact that you guys are friends, however long you've been friends, like the fact that you're threatening all of that and you about to shake the table is going to make her mad, uncomfortable, even if she likes you. That's the crazy part. Even if she has feelings for you, you having this conversation is going to be mad uncomfortable.
And depending how you shoot your shot, she might decide she doesn't like your form, and then you got the game anyway.
That's negative.
That's life.
She might, you know what's crazy? She might even like you back and still say no. Because women do that.
You see how quiet Ciroc's being right now? Because she's done this before.
I think that's kind of like, I feel like y'all are being really negative. Because I feel like y'all always say that y'all want to date y'all best friends anyway. So, like, once you find somebody who's your best friend and you keep comparing people to them and everything seems right and you just don't want to, I get that you don't want to fuck it up. Oh, wait. Does the friendship need to end post-confession if there's a rejection?
Before
I guess
we
that
answer
depends
this
on you and
question,
your best friend. But if you have a best friend, I feel like it wouldn't.
but before we answer this question, I want to address what you're talking about, because this is the same world we live in where people say, oh, men and women can't be friends. Sometimes I value my friendship with you more than I value the potential idea of us linking up and being a team. And then that's not being negative. That's just, it's an unnecessary. Like we're good. This is not a problem. Why do we need to rock the boat?
Sometimes the risk doesn't outweigh the possible reward.
You know.
Sometimes, but whoever this is asking a good question though, because the first thing I thought of is kind of like those proposals that go left, and then people expect the relationship just to continue after that.
Right.
I feel like the relationship could continue after a rejected proposal.
I didn't say it couldn't. I just said it's a funny.
I feel like men always feel like you can't after you propose that you can't be friends or something like that. But it's crazy how women have to wait on men to do things, because if a woman was ready, he wouldn't have proposed. So if he's ready to propose and she's not ready, like,
no, Ciroc, no.
Yes,
that's the internet.
Yes.
No.
Niggas be proposing because they get caught cheating and shit like that. They be having fights and shit
Now
like
who's
that.
being
And
negative?
they think that the proposal is going to fix it. Shit like niggas be proposing for stupid ass reasons. They don't be proposing because we had the conversation. We both sat down and we decided that we're ready. Niggas be proposing for dumb shit, and then they do it in the middle of everybody. And then when the girl's like, now the relationship is over because your ass proposed for the wrong reasons. Like, that's not fair. Like, I fucks with you.
Now, my question is,
but you not gonna propose to me because you crashed my car last week. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Are we specifically talking about the scenario you're giving us or regular life? Like, I just want to know, are we addressing like regular life or are we addressing this negative ass Tyler Perry situation that you just created? This diary.
Get out of Tyler Perry Studios. What is this?
That's how life works. Go ahead.
Whose life?
No, I'm asking which question.
These niggas on social media.
Okay.
Wait.
On social media, people propose for different reasons, man. Like people, I'm gonna look at this situation the same way. As a friend, if you make that move or whatever and she rejects you, it just depends on how the vibe is afterwards. Because both of you got to be able to get over it. So it's on your ego as well as her comfort. If she's still able to be comfortable with you and not look at you as this nigga want to fuck, and like if she's able to get past that, you're able to get past that, you guys might be okay. Emphasis on might.
Yeah, most people don't have that type of honest communication in any of their relationships. So that's a huge might. But
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we can make it work. Why not?
It's
if
hard
we're
to
being
survive
positive.
that though.
I think
hard
so.
As hell.
Now what about the proposal?
I mean, with the proposal, I think it's the same thing. It has to do with ego. It has to do with sometimes, I'll say this, depending on what the situation in the relationship was before the proposal happened, that has a big factor to do with it. If it's like one of the situations you're talking about where the thing that made the dude propose is that something bad happened in the relationship and he's trying to fix it, that's one thing. But imagine a situation where it's the other scenario we were talking about, where these two are in a functional relationship. They spoke about being married before, this, that, the third. Like they're in that route. He asked her, and in that moment, now that she's being asked, she's like, you know what? Maybe this isn't what I want. I'm not ready for this. And she says no. So this nigga got to what? He got to choose whether he's willing to stay around or not. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself all of these questions of, what are we doing going forward? Am I willing to, work through this? Is the status quo of what's going on right now okay? Am I comfortable with the current situation?
And another problem with this dramatic ass Tyler Perry ass social media ass shit is social media is never going to show you the behind the scenes stuff that's actually important. So if there was a proposal, my question is always, what was the conversation before this? Either
that nigga cheated. He said, nah, you know what? I'm only here for you, baby. Like, she ain't mean nothing to me. And then he proposed and be like, you the only one for me, baby. And then she says yes.
So what is y'all relationship like? Y'all making my head hurt. All right. Rewind. Before there's a public display, in my mind, I assume there's a private conversation. I assume whoever is, whether it be the woman.
You assume you make an ass out of you and me.
Well, if you assume someone's gonna say yes and you bust out a ring in front of them all, she says no, guess who's an ass? It's not Jay.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point.
I don't know. My head hurts.
Chap, go to bed. So Chap goes, if a woman is ready, she should propose, because when men are ready, they propose, I guess.
And I'm not mad at that logic. Again, we're confusing the spectacle.
I don't know. Chrissy proposed to Jim Jones, and they still ain't married. It's been at least 10 years now.
I feel like all of that type of stuff depends on the relationship. Like if your relationship is the type where your guy's cool with you proposing or whatever, do what you need to do. You know, I'm every woman, it's all in me, all that good shit. But I feel like if we're talking about grown adults who actually communicate with each other and are in a healthy relationship, that should be a conversation. And if in the conversation you say one thing and that is the plan and y'all keep going with it, and that person steps out and asks you and you change your mind, it's always good to change your mind, but just know there's repercussions for every decision you make.
It looks like Eddie Murphy's like peeking in the back of your. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is trying to peek and see what the fuck is going on? It's always Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he's always watching over my shoulder, man. My dog got me.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god, y'all are funny. All right, so we had a question, and somebody needs some advice.
Oh God.
Somebody said, I knew a person for 5 years, but never told him that I have a crush on him. Is it too late to tell?
Is he single?
Why does that matter?
Yo. Hey, whatever. That's an important
What's wrong
question.
with you? Why does that matter?
That's an important question.
Why?
Because that lets you know. Okay, that's like me wondering, is there a traffic jam on the highway or is the road clear? Like, that's two different rides. Like, I don't know if you understand. There's two different ETAs.
She just said she got a crush on him. She didn't say like I want to fuck him.
Yeah, does she want to? I mean, clearly she wants to say something or do something about that, right? That's what she's asking.
Does she want to do a tea party?
I
They
feel
just
like
want to hold hands.
plant it. You should still tell him and plant it, even if he's in a relationship. No.
If she can fight.
That's kind of disrespectful. If you're that close to the person, that's low key disrespectful to their relationship.
Yeah, if she wants to fight, if she's a fighter, sure.
If you're close to which person?
The guy, whoever this guy is that she likes. If she's like a close friend, right? That means that you're seen as somebody who's trusted in a circle. For you to come and tell him, by the way, for the past 5 years, I've been feeling you, knowing that he has a girlfriend currently, that low key is putting him in like, I don't know. I look at that as a little bit much, but hey, you know, do what you feel like doing, whatever you feel comfortable doing, partner.
Don't that sound like a trap?
Sound like some bullshit.
That sound like a trap, don't it? Like, why would you?
I don't agree with y'all.
Set me up like this.
I really don't agree with y'all. I feel like even if maybe he's in a relationship or whatever, he's not married or nothing. Like, you should still tell him. Like, I mean, say it as respectfully. Don't be like, yeah, I know you got a girl, but you know, let me hit. But like, at least say it like respectfully. I've definitely slid into somebody's DMs who has a girl, and I was like, you know, I understand that you're in a relationship, but just if you're ever single or anything like that, you know, I call dibs.
Women live differently, I realize.
You gotta call dibs before, because what if he break up with the girl? Nobody knows, right? It's a quiet.
I thought this was her friend. How would you not know?
Huh?
I thought this guy was her friend.
She said, I knew a person for 5 years, but never told him I have a crush on him.
Oh, she knew him. Just knew him.
Yeah. But
okay,
even if that's
take out everything.
Even if that's a friend, even if that's his friend, if like you don't know, you only know the things that are like with people who are close to you. Like, you have friends who you don't really talk to them or don't really know what's going on or whatever the case is. So until you like check up on them and stuff like that. So even though like
now that I heard what she said,
whenever this nigga's single, I call dibs. I literally hit him up. I said, yo, the minute you're single, you know, hit me up. I saw one time there was turmoil. I definitely slid in there. I was like, hey, what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
You saw there was turmoil.
There was definitely turmoil. I saw pictures being deleted, tagged photos no longer tagged.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the greatest. When you scroll through the page and the pictures are being deleted, and you like, oh, I'm not though.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's getting on my nerves because they had deleted all the pictures and stuff like that, and now they're doing the I'm not posting my relationship online.
Oh, I love that.
So now it's secretive. So now I gotta, like hit them up every couple months. Like, hey, what you doing? How you doing? And stuff like that. Just to see, because
that's a 369 rule.
Call dibs. I call dibs.
That's called the 369.
Oh my God.
I love
Every
gender
3
roles,
months,
man.
You gotta pop in. Hey, how you been? What's good?
I'm annoyed. It's annoying. I'm just like, yo.
Y'all still happy?
But
it's been years. They're not engaged yet. Like, let me get my. There's a line here. There's a queue.
Oh, y'all on a break? What you doing next?
It's a queue, and I'm first in line. And y'all been together for a long ass fucking time. Like, it's my turn. I feel like we're on the swing, and bitch, you been on there way too long. It's my turn. That's how I feel.
Well, to answer our listeners'
I'm about to
question,
hit him up because I'm just like, yo, hey, what you doing? Because I'm tired of it.
I think being that she's a woman, it's probably fine. We don't. Me and Reggie I wouldn't recommend it. Either one of us try to run that play.
I feel like if you're a nigga is still like, because if I had a boyfriend or something like that, and somebody's like, yo, if he ain't treating you right or something, well, it depends on how you look.
You talk about the group chat.
For me, it depends on how you look. If you ugly and you tell me some shit like that, I'm hot.
You talk about the group chat.
I'm under the belief that ugly people doing anything is sexual assault. That's just my.
I hate you both. I hate you both. You know that?
Nobody asked for that. That's the thing. Like, nobody asked you to do anything that you're doing right now.
And following that logic, men are typically uglier than women. So
and men are not aware of their face sometimes. I feel like they come from high school and they were popular in high school, and they forgot that you're just funny. You're not cute. Like, so they try to use their personality, but I don't know you like that yet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm seeing right now is an ugly nigga trying to be funny in my face, and I'm just like, I don't want it.
That's scary. The way what you described, an ugly nigga trying to be funny, right?
Oh my God.
Especially an ugly stranger.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. I can't speak English. That's when I don't speak English. Or I start cursing you out. And then they're like, oh, I'm just joking.
No. You are a joke, but you're not joking.
I'm sorry. Like, are you a comedian? Like, no. I'm allergic.
Yeah, that's always my advice to brothers who are facially challenged. Just don't say nothing.
Please. Your personality is not. I don't need it.
That's some nasty advice, sir.
Oh, I guess. Oh, Shirley put. How do you get out of the friend zone? Y'all can get out of the friend zone.
Make her laugh.
How can somebody get out of the friend zone with y'all? Let's do it the other way around. How can somebody get out the friend zone with y'all? They can't? Damn, look at Reggie. Damn.
Yo, because here's the thing. I feel like as a guy, we're a lot more strict as far as like if you get friend zoned by a dude, that dude is literally telling you there is absolutely no, like, if you get really friend zone, not fake friend zone, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm fond of her, so I ain't gonna do her like that. She's just gonna stick around. She's just gonna be the homie. No, I'm in like friend zone that's in like real deal. I see you as nothing but a friend.
I mean quarantine. I put you over here because this is where you can be and not piss me off.
Y'all are mean.
That is Rikers Island. There's no like.
Y'all are mean.
I'm honest.
Ain't no boats.
Yeah,
ain't no boat.
Ain't no helicopter.
Ain't no getting off that shit.
So
nobody can get out the friend zone with y'all.
I
don't even got friends like that.
I have not experienced that.
What are we talking about?
Have y'all gotten out the friend zone?
A time or two. Sometimes you got a prison break.
I think that's another. That's another difference between the genders.
Get out the friend zone with me. First of all, you can't be facially challenged. That's what we were using earlier. I have some facially challenged friends who feel like they may be able to get out of the friend zone. They most likely cannot. Um, and I guess it's more of like your mentality, especially about women, because I feel like I've realized lately that I do have some friends who are still misogynistic a little bit. They got a little bit of sexism kind of talk. So if you feel like if you have that kind of like mindset or some shit like that, it's probably not gonna happen. Um, but I don't know. I feel like the only way any of my friends can really get out the friend zone is after that. Hey, we're both 35 and we're single. Then we might get together, like the little pact.
A pack is still a friendship.
Huh?
A pack is still a friendship.
No, I get what she means. She means like, because at that point, it's kind of like, you know how after you've been in jail for a certain period of time, they just let you out on good behavior.
I know nothing about that.
That's.
I didn't know where you were going, but I didn't know.
Yeah. If there are no more niggas left,
I'm 35. Shit's downhill.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what happens.
I'm fat now. Nobody want me now. I'm struggling. I ain't.
But all right.
I'm under a bridge. I need somebody to save me. You know what I'm saying?
That's just terrible. But I think the real art to getting out of the friend zone is figuring out A, what put you there, and B, changing the dynamic, right? Because what ends up happening, the reason why somebody put you in the friend zone in the first place is because whatever it is that you were trying to do, you didn't qualify for. You just didn't. You were aiming to be something in this person's life that they looked or judged or whatever you want to call it. They examined.
They reviewed your resume. You weren't qualified.
And they revoked it. They revoked it. Now, that means that the key to undoing this is two things. One, you can't be the person begging to get out. Because at that point, that lets us know to reinforce the bars. Like, and we know now that
and that's sexual assault.
Well, that too, but like that's just annoying. Like even before it gets to that level, you're just an annoying person at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I think focusing on yourself, self-improvement, kind of let go of that dream. It's funny how similar that is to prison. Like let go of the outside. The outside, you're not going outside. Like just let go of that thought. Improve yourself as much as you can. Do what you do. Focus on your life. And eventually, there'll be the opening. Or not. And if there's not, that's fine too.
I feel like women, for you to not get friend zone, just don't get in the friend zone from jump. So.
Yeah, you got to cooperate to be in the friend zone.
Yeah,
you got to be giving up. What do they call it? What do the dickheads call it? They call it non-sexual attention.
What?
Yeah, like in order for you to be an active participant in being friend zoned, right? You have to actually go along with her. Like she's putting you in the friend zone. You got to walk with her.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave,
you
just leave.
Yeah, some guys will disappear. They'll be like, I'm not taking this. I'm not going for none of this.
Yeah, I'm not your friend.
Oh, but I hate the niggas that be like, yeah, I'm not going to take it, right? They leave, and then they keep coming back. Oh, that shit is annoying.
See, that doesn't work either.
Oh.
Yeah. You're just being belligerent at that point.
It's annoying as fuck. I had a nigga who hit me up like clockwork once a month.
That's a weird schedule.
Like a bill. That nigga was about to say, that nigga hit me up once a month.
Bill collector.
It never failed.
He went from a friend to a bill.
Yo, just to hit me up and be like, yo, little mom, what you doing? Like, you know, you gonna let me take you out? I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna hear from your ass for another month. He's like, damn, what you mean?
I refuse to believe he talks like that.
Yo.
I refuse.
Ridiculousness. That doesn't work either. I'm gonna let you know that right now. How'd you get out the friend
No.
zone?
You're not skirting past this. Why does he talk like that?
What?
Where'd you find this one?
Oh, Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Sound like it.
Ooh, my head hurts.
South Florida's finest.
That was a long time ago.
I'm sure.
FSU grad.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Yikes. Yikes.
Definitely
what are we doing?
FSU grad.
So
But hey, the best thing though, I think the best thing is when you yourself get to a position, and maybe this is toxic, where you can fuck from the friend zone and then walk yourself back to the cell whenever you need to like avoid the relationship part.
What?
hang on.
Who?
Toxic.
Yeah, put toxic Reggie Daes just into the chat because first of all, how y'all fucking people in the friend zone?
No. You're like if you are being put. So I'm the one who's in the cell.
Mm-hmm.
I made it out.
There we go. I'm gonna let Reggie speak on this.
I did what I did. Now I didn't hit. Now she's looking at me and she's like,
"Why you
I'm
being
yours."
weird to me?"
Yeah, she's like, I'm yours, and I'm like, actually, I'm in here, and I'm like closing the cell.
You close the cage. I'm happy in here. It's my safe space.
I just said I needed to take a walk. I didn't say anything about freedom.
Sick.
I didn't know
You're sick, man.
they let motherfuckers run Rikers like that. That's crazy.
You know, sometimes you gotta let the inmates run the prison, man.
No. The way look how he licked his lip. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh man. Srock, look up.
Okay. So maintain or increase your value as a friend, but be open and honest about your intentions. Make sure they're aware you don't have friend intentions anymore. You're aiming for her heart this time. Make your intentions known and hope she sees something in you. The friend zone is a mindset. I don't know.
That sounded good.
That was really beautiful.
That sounded good. Hey, that sounded great.
Yeah, but you still got to figure out why you in the friend zone in the first place. Because if you ugly, none of that shit matters.
Not even a little
I
bit.
think that's the fucked up part about all of this. Like, no matter how well you put it, when you're unappealing, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's being ugly, whether it's being whatever it takes to be unappealing. Whatever that factor is, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do.
And that's where the joke about it being sexual harassment comes up, because
it wasn't a joke. That's
Okay.
the thing. Like, I hope y'all understand that's not a joke.
I was trying to toss you some bail, but all right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, nah, it is a joke because, like, even if a nigga is fine or whatever, if he's being like too fucking like aggressive or like annoying and stuff like that, like, I'ma still be like, get the fuck out of me.
No, of course. I'm not
Yeah,
right. See, I didn't say anything about the rule.
You gotta. It's kind of like Rock Band. You gotta hit all of it at once, bro.
Shout out to Rock Band.
Yeah, like Rock Band,
Right.
you gotta hit it. Like Just Dance, you gotta hit all the moves at once because, bro, like you miss one,
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's a wrap.
To be
Go
clear,
world.
I wasn't saying that the attractive ones couldn't. I was just saying when you ugly, it really don't matter what you do.
Ugh.
We
Somebody
understand,
would like
Reggie.
It's startling.
Yeah,
Like she is grabbing for the pepper spray.
Let me put this back up. Yeah. We understand, Reggie. We understand.
Y'all are funny
Ooh.
as hell. I was trying to see if there's one more question in the bank.
Crazy.
How is this a question? Is it okay to want to bang your girl's friend?
Is it okay to want to?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the operative. See, the problem with
What do
is
you mean?
always
Though?
accountability and self-control.
What do you mean yes?
If you
To
have
want
accountability and self-control, do what you got to do. I can want to fly off a building. I can want to rob a bank. I can want to do a lot of things. The problem with these niggas is they be doing it.
That's the issue.
That's a
If you
problem.
want to, there's nothing wrong
You
with
can't
wanting.
want to.
I can't do nothing about what your wants and feelings and desires are. When
No,
you
can't.
act on them, you wild.
You cannot want to.
You're now doing crash dummy behavior. And we can't have that.
Yeah.
That's not on code.
You cannot want to bang your girl's friend. No.
I don't.
You can't want to because niggas have no self-control.
I have all self-control. That's my biggest flex.
Well, you don't want to bang your girl's friend. All right.
I don't have a girl, but I feel like I would.
You
Like, I
would
want to.
wanna. Look at you.
9 times out of 10, if it's been very few women that I've dated where their friends weren't like super bad or whatever.
This is great water.
Y'all are ridiculous. Absolutely no. No, it is not okay. Don't listen to niggas. What y'all gonna do? Listen to niggas? The fuck?
I'm happy with my answer.
Nah, yeah, I rock with it, man. I rock with it.
I think I handled that question
I
well.
go with you.
Who sent that question?
I don't know. It's random. The random ones that they be asking Shirley. Well, there's one that said, "Oh, I feel like I'm putting myself in the friend zone with this girl. How do I get myself out?"
Do better. I don't know.
Stop cooperating.
I think a lot. You know what? I feel like
Stop
niggas.
cooperating.
I
Right.
feel like you need to learn how to actually court women, because I feel like a lot of niggas get themselves in the fucking friend zone or in the I will never fucking date you zone with me by doing dumb shit like, oh,
I'll co-sign that.
when you gonna invite me over?
I'm not gonna co-sign that
Why?
because that's a ricochet, and here's what I mean by that. The reason why he was placed into the friend zone was because originally he had the opportunity and was fumbling the opportunity by his behavior. That's different. That's a whole different scenario than somebody who's being friend zoned from the gate. We're talking about somebody who hasn't even gotten that consideration of, I want these courting like gestures from you.
I feel like what you call it, the easiest way to get in the friend zone is to start at is like not having you didn't approach me as if you wanted to get to know me in a different capacity.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, that's not gonna get you to the friend zone. That's just gonna get you to being a stranger. Like if I approach you, right? If I approach you in a manner that is not like I'm trying to get at you, I'm trying to this and that, that's not gonna friend zone me. Friend zoning somebody, let's be clear about what we're talking about. Friend zoning someone is somebody who is coming at you in that way. You are aware that this is what they want, and what you are doing is you are juking out of the way and locking this motherfucker up. That's what you're doing.
So. Sometimes people slip and fall into the friend zone. Sometimes people slip and fall into the friend zone. For sure. If you come towards me and you're in, like, you don't make the intention that you wanted something more than whatever you want, because you can get friend zone if you just want to fuck and I don't want to fuck you. If I still
that's what we're talking about.
If I still fuck with you, you're gonna be friend zone.
Yeah.
Or you could be canceled. Period. Like, I don't want to fuck with you at all. But if your intention is to date me, like you're trying not to be in the friend zone and you're trying to date me, then you need to approach me as if you are attempting to date me. Like, you're not supposed to, like, you can fall into that by, like, just like you meet me and like we're cool and stuff like that, but then eventually you're gonna have to, hey, I would like to take you out on a date or whatever, or something that's gonna let me know that you're trying to do something other than just like get to know me as a friend, because then you're gonna end up in a friend zone because I'm getting to know you as a friend, and then as a friend, then now you're gonna try to tell me that you're trying to get at me, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, but it's kind of awkward now because like we're cool and like I already tried to get at your homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Approach.
Okay, what you're doing right now is, I understand that that's your personal hang up, right? Like your personal hangup is you do this like pre-categorization thing with everybody so that you like that's how you feel comfortable maneuvering. But we're talking about just the average when somebody describes, hey, this girl friend zoned that guy. 9 times out of 10, her reason for friend zoning him isn't that I wasn't aware that this guy liked me. Her reason for friend zoning him, like, because that's a verb. She put him there.
Yeah, but
Her
I
reason for
can know
placing him
you
there-
like me, but if you ain't make no gesture to like get to know me on that type of level, you're gonna be friend zoned. I can know somebody like me, and that person, like, I knew that person liked me. His homeboy said, "Oh, what's up with my homeboy?" Da, 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 all this other stuff, whatever. But if you don't come to me and be like, "Hey, I would like to take you out. I would like to get to know you in a different capacity," like you actually try to like start talking and caking with me, then you're gonna be in the friend zone. Even if I know you like me.
I get that. No, we understand what you're describing, and that's how you move. But we're saying majority, that's not really how it works. That's just not. And a lot of people are not looking for that immediately from motherfuckers they just met. That's not a common thing. A lot of people think about this. Think about how many times people say, "Well, I like dating people that they're like I like
Where?
being friends first. I
On
like
the
doing
sofa.
certain things. I like getting to know somebody. I like, all of these different things.
Where?
Usually those conversations come from the idea that you've been around somebody or you met somebody or you got to know them for a period of time before they even leapt into the idea of, oh, let me, do all these things. Some interactions just don't work that way. Now, I understand that's how you personally feel, but if somebody's asking us advice about, like, how do I get out, quote unquote, of the friend zone, or how do I avoid this situation of me being friend zoned right now? The last thing that I'm thinking about telling this guy is, well, try to court her, try to this, try to that. Doing that in the midst of a moment of somebody actively friend zoning you sounds tone deaf. Like if a woman is actively friend zoning you, you going to buy her flowers and do this and do that sounds tone deaf.
I feel like it depends on. I feel like it depends on how the shit started. I feel like it depends on how the shit started because there's times where people like say they like you or some shit like that, but then they never actively try to romantically get to know you in that level or whatever. It's basically like just no sparks, no nothing. So of course I'm gonna friend zone you because you never really gave me anything to not friend zone your ass. Like, so then how would you? I feel like I don't know. How would you tell him to get out of the friend zone then? If
Well,
he's actively
reread it again. Exactly what position is he in?
Oh, shit. All right. He goes. He said, "I feel like I'm putting myself into the friend zone with this girl. How do I get myself out of?"
Okay, he's the one putting himself into the friend zone with this girl. Then you're just gonna have to reassess everything. You got to look at A, what makes you feel like you are putting yourself into the friend zone. B, what are the things that she actually likes? If of course he knows that information about her, what are the things that she actually looks for when it comes to like actually dating somebody? And C, put forth that effort and actually do that. Like that would be my initial bit of advice. Now, if he's saying that he's putting himself in the friend zone, as in he's putting his foot in his mouth, like a situation where I'm consistently attempting to get at this girl, but no matter what I'm doing, it seems like the more effort that I'm putting in, I'm getting pulled into this situation where it's just not working on her, right?
It's because
If
he's
that's what he
ugly.
means by, then that just means that she's just not into you, and you're gonna have to back out of that situation.
But I also do feel like maybe you haven't tried to talk to her in that manner because a lot of niggas be like, just because you tell me, oh,
That's
like,
possible.
yeah, like actually be intentional and take her out on a date or some shit like that. Stop and trying to invite her to your house, or you going to her house, or like just talking to her normal, because then that there's no sparks, there's no nothing. Like,
Yeah. The only reason I have anything like against that approach is because I hear that all the time when women are giving men advice, where they'll tell dudes to do this stuff, whether it be like, you know, being intentional or putting certain amount of
Because
effort or
men
doing
don't
certain things.
do
They'll tell,
because men
but
don't do that stuff.
and cut it out. That's not.
You cut it out.
They love saying that men don't do these things or men don't attempt these things, but what we fail to talk about is a lot of the times where the men that you're telling to do this are not in the position where, if they are the person who's committing these acts, are you even the one that she wants these things from? And that's the bottom line. Like, that's really what matters most. Are you the guy that, if she does these things, she actually even wants them from?
Jay.
All right. So really, we could just make this super simple, and you could just ask her. But I don't know if y'all are about that life. That would be my advice. Because you see, all this trying to read each other's minds, and I think I'm putting myself in the friend zone. We could just get to the bottom of this. You could just talk to her, be like, "Hey, I rock with you. I like you. So, where do I stand? Where do we stand?" That's always my advice. Niggas don't listen to me though.
Yeah, girl. That nigga was mad awkward. He was too straightforward. That shit was weird.
It didn't say that in the Bible. I think that men can go a long way by courting. However, men don't do that anymore. So it doesn't even matter. The ugly niggas don't do it either. Don't make it seem like, oh, ugly niggas do it, or the niggas that you don't want it from do it. No, niggas don't. The ugly niggas don't do it either. Trust me.
If she really liked you, it wouldn't matter what you did.
I feel like, what you call it? If he thinks that he's getting in the friend zone, maybe she hasn't made up her mind yet, because she don't like. They just kind of met, because like you don't like. Yeah, you might be physically attracted to somebody, but you won't like that person until you talk to that person. So you wouldn't know if you like that person.
That's true.
Until you kind of get a little bit further into that. So,
and you won't know if they like you unless you talk to them about that.
That's real too.
Very specifically. That might be what knocks you out of the friend zone, actually, because women like when you're upfront and confident and all that. So yeah, that's my advice.
Rebuttal to that.
That's my advice. Unless you're ugly.
Some toxic shit to say?
Unless you're ugly.
Oh no, it was when he said the women like when you're up front. I was like, I'm gonna hold my rebuttal to that. But
unless you're ugly. That's what I said.
Cause man,
then it's harassment.
Facts. Jay, do you have any on codes?
I have a lot of on codes. We were talking about Texas earlier.
Jay said I'm on code, and Reggie gave me the pass to say nigga.
You've been saying nigga since I met you.
I know, but I got a pass. I didn't know that was the passes was a real thing. Well, Reggie gave me a pass.
Okay. I don't know how to feel. My on code for this for tonight for this episode, Mr. Yes, Ciroc, of course, and Deion Sanders. Shout out to Deion Sanders for taking his platform to an HBCU and really elevating it to the level to where ESPN and these other platforms that really don't care about us or what we got going on care about us and what we have going on. Even if it is just about the money at the end of the day. But I think it bodes well. You know, I think it's dope. I relate to it. So shout out to them. And then a shout out to Lee Merritt out in Texas, who's running for Attorney General of the place that just banned abortions. So hopefully
ridiculousness.
Hopefully we get that situation squared away.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Shoot.
Oh, another one?
Shout out to Future. Future's on code.
What he did?
So Future linked up with Karen Civil, Kodak, and some others to do a benefit concert for Haiti down south. And I specifically acknowledge Future because Future is one of these artists that unless I'm mistaken, he's not Haitian,
He's not.
but he does refer to Haitians a lot in his music. He does sort of use that aesthetic. Him and a lot of artists these days use that aesthetic, the whole Haitian muzzos, blah 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 aesthetic, and then don't, rocking the flag and all that, and then don't give back. So to see him actually take the initiative, to common sense, to
If
do
I'm
a
not
benefit.
mistaken, he is Haitian descent though. Like
He's not. He
The
said
fact
it.
that we don't know for a fact, but I know I've seen him with a Haitian flag wrapped around his head. I appreciate it.
He said it before because what you call it? Haitians keep they keep track of that shit. They
Mhm.
keep track of that shit. Them Haitians keep trying to figure out, hey, like what you call it? When they were devastated about fucking what you call it? Who was it? Yeah, Usher. Oh,
I don't give a fuck what
devastated.
nobody say. Usher's Haitian.
But that shit was on Union Suite. They're not playing.
That face.
Who's
You know how
trying to
many
tell us
Haitians out
Usher
there
isn't
look
Haitian?
like Usher?
Usher said he's a Haitian. He said because he was speaking French in one of his songs, they assumed he was Haitian, but he's not.
That boy Haitian.
Honorary like Celine Dion.
He might not know.
He got a stereotypical Haitian face too. That's the worst part about it. Where it's like, bro, you know how many niggas look like you? Like the nose, like nah, bro.
Woo. Yeah, that's on
Oh
close for this
man.
week.
All right, on repeat.
Y'all just been listening to Drake?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I participated in this part.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
on
right.
repeat.
Let's see. What have I had on repeat?
Mine is in between Girls Like Girls where I'm from, yeah. And I like saying in the Bible, but watching the Way Too Sexy video was so fucking funny. And then the Haitians put the compa in it. I was like, that is funny as shit. So I've been listening to Way Too Sexy.
I've been listening to Somebody That You Don't Know. That's from the Division and Ty Dolla $ign project. The project itself is okay, but that song is my favorite song out of the project. And majority of the rest of the stuff is older. I think that's the only new project that's been on repeat.
Okay. Jay, what you listening to? Donda? Jay Staffer?
Sorry, I'm stuck on mute. All right, there we go. The past couple weeks, I've been listening to Division. They have a new project.
So you on the same project? Yeah.
Yeah, a mixtape with Ty Dolla $ign, and I've been unable to listen to anything else. Perfect balance.
The project is okay. It's okay.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
It's okay.
That's fine.
But That's Somebody That You Don't Know might be one of the best songs that I've heard in my life.
On that project. So
yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
All right. Any last words, Jay Staffer?
Drink your water, mind your business. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't harass people. Talk. If you want something, just say it. If she doesn't want you, there are more women in the world.
She'll let you know.
Just cry, do what you got to do. Maybe paint a picture about it, do something, and then move on with your life. Florida is not crazier than Texas. I know that's been a narrative going on lately, but
never.
Nah, I don't think so. I think Florida, we're just more honest.
I gotta figure out what the law was called. Like all of our news is on Front Street, but apparently there's some news that can be hidden, like based on some type of law that other states don't have that we have. So all our crazy shit is on Front Street, but motherfuckers' other shit is under wraps.
Yeah, it's because we're not pussy.
Yeah, because a lot of the shit that be happening over here be some tourists.
That's true too.
So shout out to Florida. And yeah, just drink water and mind your business, man. It could be just that simple. And everything will just be better. Wash your hands. I mean, I I feel like if you weren't washing your hands, there's other stuff that you weren't doing also. So I really can't help you at that point.
Washing your feet.
So I'm gonna mind my business. Drink my water.
Did y'all ever have that conversation about people taking showers?
They did. I didn't want to participate.
Oh yeah. Jackie and Kelso weren't washing their kids, and they bullied them into taking a bath.
Yes.
They had wash days.
I don't know. I don't know.
Reggie, you got any last words for the people?
Just be careful, man. Just always think everything through before you make a decision, and always think, is what I'm about to do going to make somebody uncomfortable? And if it is, just go home.
Just
Go to sleep. Take a nap. Find something else to do. Go on Twitter.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Haitian what was it, the Haitian Twitter Awards or whatever was happening last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so much unapologetic stuff we could be doing. You could just be on Twitter for Wagon Wednesday.
I'm trying.
And nobody gets hurt.
You see, today was Titty Thursday. There's titties all on the timeline. Titties everywhere.
I'm a wagon guy. I'm a wagon guy. But you know what? Let's.
I'm a wagon guy. All right. Where can the people find you, Reggie?
The @ name's the same on everything. @ Reggie Daes. That's ReggieDaes. And if you search on any platform that has podcasts, it's Reggie Daes Radio. That's ReggieDaes Radio. And if you can't spell radio, you have other things you should be doing.
Learning to spell radio. And I guess my last words is the devil is working. My hand just randomly stopped working. Is broken. I might need another one. So I don't know, drinking water and minding your business. Maybe it's because I've been the bigger person too much, and that's what happened. That's what happens when you have too much bigger person energy. So I'm going back to being petty and fuck everybody, because this shit is not the bee's knees at all. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this episode with a friend. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can watch us on Facebook and YouTube, and you can listen to us on iHeart, Spotify, Apple, Google, and Anchor, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. Make sure to tell a friend about the podcast, and
a friend with money, preferably, so that they can be a sponsor.
Yes. Oh, yes. We have sponsorship opportunities. If you would like, just DM us on one of our platforms, and we will get you that information. And thank you guys for listening.